Alright, so we have a 2019 Z06 convertible here. This is a pretty special spec. It's got almost every single option that you can get. I mean, first off, it's got the exposed carbon on the hood right here. I mean, this is a really pretty color, but to have the exposed carbon, it goes with the front lip right there, and then the side skirts. It's got the full side skirts, carbon ceramic brakes. It's got the color matched vent right here, the red seat belts, the carbon wheel, the carbon dash. Pretty rare spec. I've been seeing a lot of C7s. I've obviously owned a couple. This is a pretty rare spec. It still sounds pretty good, but it's got a really muffled sound to it. Let's get one with the valves open. Much more aggressive sound right now. Alright, so this is what it looks like underneath. I'll just do a slow scan over just so you can see. Of course, you got the big cover right here. The brace covers up a lot of the exhaust. And then of course the mufflers are somewhat hidden under the frame, and then this bumper. The bumper skin has to come off to do this right. I have heard of some people wrestling them off, but I wouldn't recommend it. It really is better just to remove this bumper skin, which isn't difficult at all. Take that completely off, then it gives you all the access to the mufflers. Now when it comes apart, we're just taking the lower portion off, not this part, just the black piece of it here comes off, but then it gives you all the room for the mufflers. So this is what it looks like behind the bumper skin. Not often you get to see this. You can see the extra cooling fans and the coolers back here. This is obviously a lot of the bumper support. These are the valves to open and close the butterfly to go from your stealth function to your loud function. And then we have another cooler over here, which that's what a lot of this is for. There is the ducting that pulls the air through here, out here, and then of course out of the bumper. So by removing that skin, it gives you access to all of this, makes it much easier. This is probably the most pretty exhaust for this car. It's also the lightest and one of the most power producing. You've got the straight through 3-inch out here for the noise and the power, and then this bypass going through the smaller here for the quiet. So you got best of both worlds. You're not going to annoy the neighbors, but as soon as you hit that activation switch and go to either sport or track, you have the cool sound and really take advantage of this. And of course, there's quite a bit of power. I think they're claiming about 30 to 35 horsepower to the wheels on this system, and of course saving quite a bit of weight. So now that looks so much better. Now lining the tips up takes a little bit of extra time, but there's so many variations and so much adjustability. This is how we like them, depending on the angle that you're sitting. They're sticking out about a quarter, but just visible so you can see the logo and the name.